I'm here at Viva Iriezona in beautiful Hidden Lake, Buckeye, Arizona with the Jus Goodie and Zan Smith. How are we doing today, guys?
We're doing so good.
So well, thanks so much for having us today.
Of course. Now, you guys have played already once before, about to play again. You guys killed your set.
Thank you.
It was amazing. Now, you've really been killing it and putting out great music for a while now. For fans who haven't heard you yet, how would you describe your sound?
That's a good question. I would say we're very reggae based. You know, we live in San Diego. We love all kinds of reggae, but we also have a lot of other influences coming into play. Some rock, some jazz. It's very versatile within our sound. But if you love reggae, I think you'll really like this. If you love blues, R&B, jazz, you're gonna like it just the same.
Yes. Now, I do know you have a background and an upbringing. You were surrounded by Hebrew music growing up. How has that affected your sound and who you are as an artist?
Yeah.
That's a good
Well,
question.
yeah, you've certainly done your research on me. Thank you. Basically, my mom, she's an amazing piano player, singer. She plays guitar as well, but her piano is her main instrument. But we always had guitars around, and she was playing music, from before I was born, still in the womb. So I was basically born into music, and I don't know, it made me who I am. Music made me who I am. And also the Hebrew side of it is, I grew up in a Jewish household. She's a hippie as well as being Jewish. So it's cool. She's a cool lady, and I actually at a certain point, to bridge, to sum up your question in the smallest answer that I can, which it's a broad answer, but I took a life-changing trip to Jamaica when I was 13 at a very influential age of my life, and I didn't really listen to reggae before then. I was into grunge, I was into Nirvana and Soundgarden, and which I still love. I mean, really at this point, everything's really come full circle for me and for us in music. But so I took that life-changing trip to Jamaica when I was 14, and I was already singing, of course, Hebrew music because that's how I grew up.
Yeah.
And I remember sitting at my mom's piano, Wurlitzer, upright piano, playing different chords, and I was like, oh, this Hebrew song, it's called Hine Matovu Manayim Shevedayim. If you know that song, I took it and it works with reggae. So I remember chopping the chords. I was like, oh, like a light bulb went off. It was like, oh, this works with reggae. And that was like the moment that it all came full circle.
That song actually you have it on one of your albums, right? Your first album?
Yes, it's on my Freedom Song album, my very first album. I'm very green on that album.
Yeah, he was very green. He sounds like a baby. But that song is my favorite on that album.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, I love it. Yeah. We should sing it.
Yeah.
I mean, not right now, but
So it is April 2021. We're in the middle of April, and this week you just had a new release, Better Left Unsaid with Bobby Hustle.
oh man, this song is so amazing. A huge jazz influence.
Yes.
Because the amazing Eric Hirschhorn of Revolution, he produced and composed the music behind this song.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, you can tell the story. You can tell it better than I can.
So Eric Hirschhorn, who's a super great dude, we did a tour together a while back, and we really just clicked, and he's been one of my best friends ever since, and he's a musical mastermind. He's very versed in all kinds of music, and he's Revolution's keyboard and sax.
Yes.
So if you've seen them, he's the guy with the big curly hair, and
He's the beard too, right?
yeah, the beard.
Oh
exactly.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's the man, and his musical knowledge and skills. I mean, I'm not sure exactly how. I think he's mid-20s right now, and when I met him, he was early 20s, and he's a mastermind.
He can rip, dude.
Yeah, he rips,
can
and
jam.
he's the theory side, and he's just he
Yes.
plays amazing piano and just all these jazz chords. And so that came out. So this is Eric Hirschhorn put his stamp on this Better Left Unsaid song. Like it's beaming his energy and his his musical know-how and just everything. So I'm really proud of this song. I feel like it really came together in an amazing way, and just it's different. It's different from what we really what we've been putting out. Honestly, I'm aiming to put out a lot of different kind of music within. We love reggae, and our heart is reggae. So we're like, I feel like we're really expanding the horizons when it comes to doing some different things within reggae and beyond too.
Well, and reggae is such a beautiful genre because I feel like it is malleable too. When wanting to, like, you can keep true to it while still bringing in those other influences.
Yep.
Definitely, yeah.
And now the process of making this song, did Eric have the music first and then you wrote lyrics? Did you
So
have
it's
lyrics and
interesting.
chords first?
I wasn't sure if it's a bit of a longer story, but no, it's not that long. Basically, I sent him the acapella. So, all right, I took a trip up to LA. Bobby lives there. His little studio apartment. We wrote the song, and in an evening, we wrote the song, and we voiced it to a rhythm that was a pre-made rhythm by a producer. I think they're out of Germany.
Okay.
Basically, me and Bobby were just vibing, and he was like, "Oh, check this rhythm out."
Yeah.
Pulled it up. Actually, I think we checked out a few rhythms that night. He was like, "Oh," and I was like, "Oh, I like this one." And we started, just vibing to it. We came up with something, and it turned into a whole song. I stayed up there for the night on his couch, and we wrote the song, and stayed up till 2 a.m. or something and wrote the song. Went to sleep, woke up, took the files, went back home, started diving into different songs.
Yes.
And then but we were always jamming to that song, and
It was totally different.
Oh yeah.
It was a completely different song.
yeah, it was we knew there was something special about it. So we kept listening to it, and we were like, man, that song got put on the back burner for a second, and I think it was like 2 years.
Yeah. Yep, it was about 2 years.
Since the time we wrote it to the time it got put out, till now. So basically we wrote the song, it got put on the back burner, and then we listened back to it, and we were like, the pre-made rhythm wasn't, I don't think it was adding up to the level that we wrote the song at. I was like, man, this is a great song. The rhythm, it was hitting, it was nice, the bass was thumping. We were like, sounds really good, but I'm not sure about the rhythm. So we sent it over to our good buddy Eric Hirschhorn.
Right, just the vocals.
Yeah.
Just the acapella vocals.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he wrote the song, the chord progression and everything, a new
No
chord
way.
progression.
Oh,
so
no way.
the key was picked already.
Yes.
But he wrote the chord progression,
Ooh.
a different jazz, super awesome chord
That's
progression
sick.
around it. And
Yes.
here it is. And then we added Zeb on drums,
Yes.
Tribal Seeds.
Mhm.
So Zeb is on drums, who's,
Oh yeah.
I was listening to it again for the 200th time the other day, and I was like, man, Zeb's pocket is just, I was like, there's just it's like, you can't even describe it. It's just pocket, he's just, I just imagine the pocket being like, there's a straight line, right? And it dips down, and you're sitting down like on a drum throne or something in the pocket,
Yes.
right? It's just this
Yeah.
level. It's like the timing. It's not rushed. It's not dragging.
Yeah.
It's just right there in the pocket. And
Yeah.
Zeb's pocket is just mind blowing.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And I know you guys do have a set coming up soon, so I'll try to keep this quick because I have a bunch of questions for you guys. But would you like to real quick describe your collaboration and how you two work together in writing songs and making music?
Well, yeah, we eat, sleep, live, everything, like 24/7 we are together. And yeah, our process for writing music really is, it's actually evolved a bunch. We just moved about 4 or 5 months ago, and we built a studio at
No
our
way.
house. So we also built our vocal booth. We're part-time construction workers too at home. All of a sudden, we renovated our RV. It's amazing. We're not for hire though. It's just for fun for us. But we are for hire.
Depending on the price.
For music, not
Oh, yeah.
construction. Definitely for music. So this past year, I have a day job, and I work from home though, which is amazing. And so over the past year, we've been able to really hone in on the musical
Yes.
process. We wrote Changes together. We wrote Just Fine together, the lyrics. So it's a process. I mean, Goodie is such an amazing songwriter, and I'm learning so much from him. I've taken the past year and like really focused on honing in on my harmonies.
Nice.
I've been singing my entire life, but not at this level. Like it's, I'm learning a lot, right? And he's my teacher. He's amazing. And so yeah, our process for writing has been really a true collaboration, I think.
And let me just say, I mean, Zan has come leaps and bounds. So on the other side of it, I'm telling my story of how I'm born into music. Zan isn't really born into a musical household, which a lot of times it's the case. Us musicians were, are somebody in the family, whether it was even just an uncle, was like, oh, let's check out this guitar when you're like 8 years old, and you're like, oh, I kind of like this, But Zan, she's not. None of the other family is musical, but she always sang, and she always had this bond with music. And I mean, basically, at the start of the lockdown situation, we wrote Just Fine together. That was our first song that we wrote together.
Yes. And that was released in 2020.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We had how many releases in 2020?
I think 3, 4. I don't even know at this point.
I believe it's 5.
5? Yeah.
I don't know. Is it 5 including the one we just released in 2021?
No, I think it's 6 because we got Where I Belong, Written in the Stars.
You're hired.
Just Fine. Revolution is Love, Changes, Light on the Runway, and we have the Bobby Hustle one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're hired, my friend.
I can't even keep track. I mean, I'm managing not only day-to-day work, but also managing the band, managing all of the business, managing all of the artwork, all the releases, all the booking. And I'm really, really working on dialing in my harmonies and, of course, learning how to write songs. And, I mean, we're doing it. We're really hustling. We've been working really hard over the last year, and it feels really good to be here,
Yeah.
And we're also, which is an interesting part of it, and then let's do one more question and maybe a song.
Yes.
But another interesting part of it is that we're working so hard on our vocals right now. I mean, I've been singing my whole life, but I'm not neglecting to know that you can always be better. Like it's not just to be the best that you can be in life is that's where the essence is, right? Mm-hmm. So it's for us, I mean, it's for us as well as the fans that are listening to the music. We're constantly working on things. We're constantly striving to be better. Mm-hmm. And we're working with an amazing vocal coach who's out of Long Beach right now.
Oh, nice.
And it was actually an Eric Hirschhorn connection. I was like, dude, hook me up with the most amazing vocal coach. And he totally did. And we've had probably 5 lessons with him now. And, over Zoom, of course. And, he is just so amazing. It's just he's a master at building harmonies, which we love so much. And, I take that on as one of my specialties. I love building the 3-part harmony.
Oh, yeah.
He's building like the 12-part harmony and like choirs and church and stuff. So
absolutely.
He's just like, he's so great. And he's giving us all this great knowledge, and we're working on things, and we're warming up every day, and we're striving to just create this amazing sound that's every time is just a step higher,
Yeah. All right. Well, so we'll leave this last question before we play some songs, because I know you guys got a set to get to. Is there anything fans can be looking forward to this year, release-wise and tour show-wise, now that the world's opening up?
Oh, man. Well, we have an arsenal of songs ready to release. And then we will be releasing a full album in September. So we have some work to do. And, of course, we're booking shows. We're touring. So we're gonna be everywhere.
Awesome. Cool.
So we're excited.
All right.
So yeah, please, anybody who wants to come and support, and we really appreciate you. We can't do it without you. Check us out on anywhere you stream music. We're there, and we're social media, Instagram, Facebook, and beyond. So we really appreciate the likes and the love from you guys, and we appreciate you, man.
Course, man.
Thank you so much for having us, Chris.
Of course.
Amazing.
Coming,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
All right, and what are we going to be playing today?
We are gonna do one of my classic songs off of the EP Reggae Rock, who I worked on with Ian Young, and
great guy.
Yeah, super cool, awesome, amazing dude, and this is the title track off of the EP called Reggae Rock.
Awesome.
All right. Let's do this.
Are you singing too, my man?
Yep. So he can. Thank you for disinfecting. Appreciate that.
Yeah, yeah.
Whoa. Yeah, yeah. Oh, oh. This is a reggae rock, reggae rock. Whoa. 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 We want peace with justice and words with action. As it's been said, so let it be done. I and I coulda never run, and for the suffering, better must come. We calling for a revolution, a peaceful solution, yeah. No more wars for religion. All my freedom fighters come and sing this. I want this is a reggae rock, reggae rock. Wow, 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 I tell you this lion in my soul and a rebel in my heart. Well, you could never control me right from the start. Well, love is the answer for humanity. I see world leaders having parties. I'm calling for a revolution. Well, why is it so hard to get along? I'm standing for truth, I'm standing for rights. I'm pleading to all mankind. This is a reggae rock, reggae rock. Wow, 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 calling for a peaceful solution somehow. No matter what you do and shout it out loud. Gonna bring all the good vibes to your town. So let the trumpet sound, no sound. This is a reggae rock, reggae rock. Reggae rock, reggae rock. Wow, this is a reggae rock, reggae rock. Wow, this is a reggae rock, reggae rock. Wow, this is a reggae rock. This a reggae, this a reggae. Well, this a reggae, this a reggae. Well, this a reggae, this a. Reggae rock, this a reggae, this a reggae, this a reggae, this a reggae. Well, this a reggae, this a reggae. Ooh, a reggae rock, this a reggae, this a reggae.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having us.
Oh, that chorus is
Love that, yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Chris.
Thank you guys.